Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's new English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV screen to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay. Well, let's learn English together. Oh, hi. Hello there. How are you today? I know you, don't I? You're one of the gods of English that watches the show regularly, aren't you? Great. Nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy today's show. Oh, and are you interested in what we're going to do today? Let me ask you another way. Let me help you. Would you like to know? Would you like to know what's happening today? I'd like to tell you. Any ideas? Well, today we're going to look at a very important part of English communication. Something we need when we talk to people and ask people things. Something which is very important. Today, we're starting with a look at would like. Now, the question, what would you like, is the same as what do you want? But the difference between would you like and do you want is a very, very big difference. Want is sort of okay. We can use it to communicate, but it's not very polite. It's not nice to go into a bar or cafe and say, "I want a coffee." That's very aggressive and rude. And the people in the cafe or bar or shop won't be happy and won't help you. The main difference between the two questions is that what would you like is a nice, polite question. And what do you want is a very aggressive, rude question. Look at what happens when Alfredo's son, Tim, goes into a cafe and says the wrong thing. "Can I help you, young man?" "I want a can of Coke." "I beg your pardon? What would you like, young man?" "I said I want a can of Coke. What's wrong? Are you deaf, old man?" "And I want you to leave my cafe this minute. Get out and don't come back, you horrible, rude, stupid little boy." Ooh, blimey! Jesus, Mary and Joseph! Good, great, groaning grapefruits! What a nasty little boy Tim Benchfield is. I had no idea. I thought the Benchfields were a good family. But Tim Benchfield is not a nice little boy. He's a horrible little boy. Caw! This is shocking. Tim Benchfield is a rude boy. By the gods of English! I don't know what to say. Rude, rude, rude. What an awful, terrible, horrible, rude little boy. I think we should tell Dave Squid. You know, Tim starts out by being rude, and then in a few years he'll be kicking dogs and stealing things. Oh dear, what are we going to do? Tim Benchfield is a rude, aggressive, impolite little boy. Good Godfrey. What? Terrible, isn't it? Tim Benchfield is a horrible, rude little boy. Now, before we go and tell Dave Squid what a nasty piece of work Tim Benchfield is, let's see what happens when Elizabeth Benchfield, Tim's younger sister, goes into the same cafe and meets the same waiter. Can I help you, young lady? Yes, I'd like a can of Coke, please. Of course. Would you like anything else? No, thank you. Just a can of Coke, please. Here's your Coke, young lady. Thank you very much. Can I have the bill, please? Of course. Here you are. That's £1.15. Here's £1.50. And here's your change, 35p. Oh, keep the change, please. Thank you very much, young lady. See you soon, I hope. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Ah, now, that was different, wasn't it? That was a much nicer conversation. Elizabeth is a nice, polite young lady. Much nicer than her brother Tim. Now, we know that Elizabeth is much more polite than Tim. When Elizabeth asked the waiter for her Coke, she used the form of I'd like, which is short for I would like. Now, think about the way that Tim asked for his Coke, and think about the way that Elizabeth asked for her Coke. The different ways of asking are very different. Tim said, I want a Coke. Now, we can use the verb to want, but it's normally not very polite. Normally children use the verb to want and adults correct them. Not I want, I would like. I would like is a much nicer, more polite way to ask for something. And when you ask for something in a shop, or a cafe, or a bar or restaurant, the staff will be much nicer to you. Elizabeth is much more polite than her brother Tim. When she asked for a Coke, she used the form I'd like, which is short for I would like. The waiter was much more polite to Elizabeth. Why? Because she was polite to him. Elizabeth spoke nicely to the waiter and used polite language. She said, I'd like. Tim was rude. He didn't speak nicely to the waiter, and he didn't use polite language. He said, I want. Now, all of you out there watching this show, sitting on your comfy chairs, drinking coffee, we know what you are. You are gods of English. But even a god of English has to learn how to be polite. So let's have a closer look at this would like thing. Okay, so to start with, we use would you like to offer things. Would you like a chocolate biscuit? Yes, please. Would you like a cup of coffee? No, thank you. What would you like with your meal? Wine or beer? Beer, please. We use would you like to invite people to do things. Would you like to come to dinner tonight? Yes, I'd love to. Would you like to drive my new Maserati? Yes. And possibly the most important part, we use I'd, I would, like, as a polite way of saying I want. I'm thirsty. I'd like a glass of water. I'm hungry. I'd like some food. I'm tired. I'd like to go to bed. Now, that's the way that Elizabeth Benchfield communicates. Her brother, Tim, is not nice. Tim is a horrible, rude little boy. When Elizabeth wants something, she says, I'd like. People like Elizabeth. She's popular. When Tim wants something, he uses I want. People don't like Tim. He's unpopular. All right. Now, what else do we need to know about would you? Well, let's think about the difference between would you like and do you like. Let's compare the two forms. If we ask, would you like some coffee? It's the same as asking, do you want some coffee? but much nicer and more polite. If we ask, do you like coffee? It's a different question. We're asking if you think coffee is nice. If I say, I'd like a glass of champagne, please, it's the same as me asking, can I have a glass of champagne? If I say, I like champagne, then it means that I like champagne in general. The same way that I like holidays and birthday presents and fast cars. Now, let's have a look at some sentences, and together we'll decide if we should use do or would. Do you like, would you like a banana? Yes, please. What's the correct answer? That's right. Would you like a banana? Why? Well, look at the answer the person gave. Yes, please. They're answering the question now. Someone is offering them a banana, not asking if they like bananas in general. Also, if we want to ask if someone likes bananas in general, we don't say, do you like a banana? We say, do you like bananas? Okay, on to the next one. Do you like, would you like bananas? Yes, I really love them. So, which answer is correct? That's right. Do you like bananas? Good. And why? Because we're asking about bananas in general. The answer to the question shows us that the person we're asking is not being offered bananas now. We're interested in whether this person likes bananas, the same way they like coffee or tea or champagne or holidays. Okay, next. What do you like? What would you like for dinner this evening? So, which answer is correct? Bingo! The correct answer is what would you like for dinner this evening? Very good. And why is that the correct answer? Because we're not asking about what this person likes for dinner in general. We're asking about a specific dinner, this evening's dinner. It's not general, it's specific. The person asking the question is talking about this evening, one single specific evening, not dinners in general. Okay, this is the last one, and then we'll check the whole thing again. Okay? Right, last one. Here we go. I'm tired. I'd like to go to sleep now. So, which is the correct answer? That's right. The correct answer is, I'd like to go to sleep now. And why is that the correct answer? Because we're not talking about someone liking sleep in general. This person is talking about being tired now. They'd like to go to sleep now. We're not saying, I like sleep, in the same way that I like fried cheese, or champagne, or music, or other things in general. Now, we're talking about someone who is tired now and who'd like to go to sleep now. And, oh, by the power of metal Mickey, elephant's toenails, we're out of time. Okay, that's all we have time for today. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. I'm Gav Duncan, and you've been watching M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm thirsty. I'd like to get a drink now. I'm Gav Duncan. I'm not Captain Pugwash, and I'm not Humpty Dumpty. I'm Gav Duncan, and I'll see you next time for some more English fun. See you later. Bye.